low budget advertisement. I'm kidding. So today we're going to talk about the present perfect continuous. In this case, it's not only the present perfect, it's the present perfect continuous. It has a little change in style, let's say, or in the form that we make the sentences, but it also has a completely different meaning when we want to ask or when we want to say something using the present perfect continuous, right? Again, for the present perfect continuous and for all the sentences that exist in English, we are going to need the subject at the beginning of the sentence. Then we're going to need the auxiliary have or has, and then we're going to need the other auxiliary. Yes, the present perfect continuous has two auxiliaries, which are the auxiliary have or has, and it has the other auxiliary, which is the auxiliary been. I'm sorry for repeating the same word again, but it's necessary, right? So we need two auxiliaries, have, has, and been. Yes, the past participle form of the verb be. And after that, I need the main verb, which is going to be in the ing form. Yeah, that one with the ing at the end, the easier one, or the easiest one to learn, right? Right now I'm going to write down information about this, about how to use it. And well, I'm going to tell you how to use it, mostly. The present perfect continuous is mostly used when you want to be like dramatic, exaggerated, when you want to tell about, or when you want to tell something, or when you want to talk about something, okay? For example, you set a date. You are going to have a date, or you set a date with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend, and you went there early, and your girlfriend or boyfriend takes forever to get there, and you have to wait like 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Well, if you have to wait 4 hours, just go away. Okay? No, I'm kidding. So, if you have to wait for a long time and then you want to be dramatic with your boyfriend or with your girlfriend, you're going to say, hey, what happened to you? I have been waiting for you for 30 minutes, for 45 minutes, for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 5 hours. 5 hours is too much. You better take an airplane to another country instead of being waiting for your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Or for someone, right? So, that's how you use the present perfect continuous, to be kind of exaggerated or dramatic when you want to make a complaint about something, okay? So, this is the formula for the affirmative sentence. Again, we need the subject, so I'm going to start here, right? We need the subject, I. Then, well, it can be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Then I need the auxiliary. The first auxiliary, which is going to be have, or it's going to be has. After that, what do I need? I need the second auxiliary, which is going to be the past participle form of the verb be. And you know which one is that? Yes, it's the word been. Okay? I have been, and then I need the main verb in the ing form. I'm going to put it like this, okay, so that you remember this information. Main verb in the in the ing form plus the complement. In the complement, in this case, you're going to tell me like the time, for how long you have been doing that activity, or since when you have been doing that activity. So in this case, the best friends of this tense are going to be the words since, right? And the words for. Since we use them, we use this word when we talk about a date, a specific date, or it takes us to a specific time in the past when something started, right? I have waited for you, I have been waiting for you since I graduated, right? Like very romantic, something like that, right? And then we have for. I have been waiting for you for 3 hours. Look at my 3, it's like very strange. 3 hours, right? So these are like the best friends of this tense, right? Okay, I have, well, I'm going to write down an example, okay? I have been, and this is true, I have been recording videos for 2. I'm gonna put it here. I don't know why this board is very long and it's never enough for me, the board, right? I have been recording videos for 2 hours, right? Or I have been recording videos since, I can use this word, since, and I have to tell the exact time that I started doing this. In this case, I started recording videos since noon, because I woke up late today and I came late here. But I started, or I have been recording videos since noon, or I can say I have been recording videos for 2 hours, right? So remember, since and for, since. Don't say science. I guess that you say science. No, it's since, okay? Since and for. That's the proper pronunciation of this one, right? So that's the example of the affirmative sentence. What about the negative sentence? Again, the negative sentence is very easy because we only use the adverb of negation. Which is the adverb of negation? Clue. It only has 3 words. Tell me, what is it? What is the adverb of negation? Yes, it's the word not. Okay? I have, and I put it here. Between the 2 auxiliaries, I'm going to put the auxiliary, the adverb of negation not to make it, to make the sentence negative. So it's going to be, I have not been recording videos for 2 hours. I have been recording videos for 1 hour and a half. Okay? So I have not been recording videos since noon. I have been recording videos since 12:30 or 1 p.m. No, 9. Okay? Actually, I have been recording videos since noon. Okay? So that's how we make the negative sentence. We only make a little change, a very slight change. We only put a little word, but we have to know where that little word should be or must be. In this case, it's going to be all the time. It's going to be between the 2 auxiliaries. And which are those 2 auxiliaries? These are the auxiliaries have and been. Okay? So I'm going to explain you now the yes/no question. Like all the yes/no questions, they are going to be very easy because it's, again, the change that I have told you. You change the subject, and the auxiliary position. You just change this, right? And then you have the yes/no question. I don't want to ask a question to myself like, have I been? Even though sometimes we do that. In this case, I'm going to change the subject to the subject pronoun you. So I'm going to change it like this. Have you been recording videos? Have you been recording videos since noon? And then I add our little big friend the question mark. Have you been recording videos since noon? Remember that it's a yes/no question, so it has a different pronunciation or intonation in the last word, in the last syllable of the last word. Remember that for a yes no question, it goes up like if you were singing, or like if you were selling some things. Remember the ladies that sell on the street different products, right? That they have a inflection at the end of the word, right? So listen, have you been recording videos since noon? You see, it goes up, right? And remember, have, it can change depending on the subject. It can be have or it can be has if the subject is the third person singular or the first person singular, right? Then I'm going to explain you the information question. Remember the previous video that I told you the information words, which are seven words, the ones that we use the most? We're going to use them again. We use them in all the tenses. In all the 12 tenses, we use those words, which are what, where, when, which, who, why, how. I guess that I repeat one of them, right? So those are the ones that we need for making an information question or WH question, right? I need any of those ones. And then the same, I need the same order as the yes no question. WH word, the auxiliary have or has, I'm going to write it down. So it's going to be WH word plus have or has plus subject plus what else? Plus subject plus the auxiliary been plus the verb plus the main verb in past, no, not in past, in ing form. I'm traumatized by the present perfect, that's why I always keep repeating the past participle. But in this case, it's main verb in the ing form, and then I need the complement again, plus, tell me, what do I need here, if it is a question? Yes, I need the question mark again. And that's it. That's how I make a WH word or a WH question or an information question in the present perfect continuous, right? Well, that's it for today. If I'm not wrong, this video is going to be like 13, 14 minutes. That's what I need for, that's the time that I need for explaining this information. If you have questions, please ask me through the social media, through my WhatsApp. You are my students, you have that information, or you can send me that information to my email. I guess, well, you're going to have it. And that's it. Any questions? Just ask me. You better ask me. Bye, see you next time.